I remembered to record. Here we go. Starting on all fours. Hi, Jenny and Bowen. So, we're going to start with some cat-cows. Hands underneath your shoulders, knees hip-width distance apart, directly underneath your hips. Drop your belly, breathe and look up, and then round your spine and breathe out. So 5 rounds of that, and I want you guys to just to concentrate on moving with your breath. Like, don't worry, don't look at the screen, don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Can you guys still hear me? Okay, good. And then once you've done your 5 rounds, pause in a neutral spine. I'll show you what we're gonna do next. All right, so you've definitely done this before. From neutral spine, reach your right hand forward, kick your left foot back. And I'm gonna show you this from the side. So without having to turn around and look back, try to get your heel glute height. And same with your thumb, with your hand, you're gonna get that shoulder height. Get as long as you can, pulling your middle finger away from your heel, take a breath in. And then hug your elbow to your knee and squeeze everything out, activating your core. Do that again, reach, breathe in, elbow to knee. One more time, reach long. Hug elbow to knee, turning on your core. And then reach really long, get as much length as you can, and then reach back for your back foot. Adding a little twist here. So left hand underneath left shoulder. If it feels okay on your neck, maybe you look up towards your right shoulder. Keep both hips squared towards the ground. Oh. There we go. We got people rolling in still. All right, and then let go of your left foot. So right hand is long, left foot is long behind you. And now adding a different range of motion here. You're gonna take your left foot out towards the left, right hand out to the right. Good, and then reach long. So adding breath to movement, reach as you inhale, open it to the side as you exhale. One more time, reach to the side, warming everything up, reach back long, hand and your foot down. All right, rinse it out, drop your belly, breathe in, look up. Round your spine, breathe out. Here we go, left hand forward, right foot back, pause. Okay, so check in without having to look back, just be aware of where your body parts are. So back foot, back heel, up in line with your booty. Everybody looks good. Nice Connie, nice Shani. Take a breath in, hug your elbow to your knee and squeeze your lower belly muscles in. Yes, nice Julie. Reach again, do 2 more on your own, elbow to knee. Yeah, it's okay if you're a beat behind everybody, it doesn't matter. And then on your last one, go back to reaching long and then grab for your back heel. Good, so same thing here. Horacio, hi. We will be moving on in just a second. All right, so with your left hand, you're gonna let go of your foot. So it's right foot behind you, left hand out front. Everybody take a breath, reach long, and then open up towards the side. So left hand towards the side, right foot out towards the side. And again, reach and open up. One more time, reach to the side, reach really long, downward facing dog. Bowen looks very excited about yoga, Jenny. I'm just seeing like the limbs going everywhere. Love it. All right, here's your chance to do whatever yoga ritual warm-up you do. If you pedal your feet. Yeah, maybe you do a couple fire hydrants. Yeah, a couple jumps. Take like 3 more breaths to do whatever you need right now that I haven't called yet. Good, downward facing dog. All right, then all together, everybody spread your fingers as wide as you can. So take up some real estate on your mat. Lift your heels up, bend your knees. Now listen, as many tiny baby steps as you can take towards your hands. Yes, so igniting your core, pull your lower belly muscles in to make room for your feet to come closer to your hands. Yeah, nice, Julie. You might have to bend your knees a little bit, a lot of it. Good. Forward fold to the top of your mat. Just a couple gentle ways to warm up your core, whether you realize it or not. You were doing core work. That doesn't mean that there's any less core work at the end though. Sorry. Sorry, not sorry. All right, drop your hands to the ground. I'm gonna post the playlist one more time. If you wanna play music, go for it. It's a Friday playlist. Hit play. We're starting right here at the top of the mat. Forward fold. Everybody exhale out all of your air. Extended mountain pose. Reach your hands up. Look up towards your hands. And then bring your hands together at your heart. Pause here for a second. Close your eyes. Whatever's comfortable for you. Thank you for making it on your mat after just a week of turmoil and garbage. You're taking care of yourself, and that's really important. Everybody exhale out all of your air. Reach your hands back up. Inhale. Forward fold. Exhale. Halfway lift. Get your spine as long as you can. Walk it out. High plank. Choose your journey today. Take it or leave it. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Pull your shoulders back and expand through your heart. Nice, Jenny. Downward facing dog. All right, 2 breaths. I breathe in. Exhale. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Extended mountain pose. Hands go up. Ground your feet down. Get long. Forward fold. Breathe out. Nothing fancy today. Back to basics. Halfway lift. Just igniting maybe your core a little bit more. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Again, 2 breaths. This time, lift your heels up. Bend your knees. Consider, if you never hop forward, consider trying it. Top of your mat. Very nice, Shani. Halfway lift. Nice, Frederick. Forward fold. Breathe out. Extended mountain pose. Explode up. Take up room. Bow forward. Breathe out. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. This time, 1 round of breath in. Breathe out. Travel to the top. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Last time through, extended mountain pose. Hands go up. Maybe your gaze goes up. Maybe the corners of your mouth go up. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Same exhale, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. All right, I want everybody to pause, and if you can see your screen and you can see maybe like if you got the gallery set up, I want everybody to just see the little limbs in Jenny's window. There is just so much joy. Little baby Bowen is just got his legs going, and he's having the time of his life. Yes. And it's bringing me so much joy on this Friday after a heavier week to just see like this being be so joyful right now. What do you need? Maybe right now in your chair pose, like shake it out. Whatever you walked onto your yoga mat with, whatever you're finishing this week out with, shake it off, roll it off your shoulders, maybe shake your hands. I'm forgetting who it was, but when I used to teach at a yoga studio, they said that like every once in a while, like a big water bottle will fall during class and it like breaks the energy. And you can do that yourself. Like shake your hands, just break the energy, break the bullshit right now. Good, and everybody exhale out all of your air. Take 1 more breath in. Forward fold. I know you held that chair for a while. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, warrior one. All right, so first warrior one, take stock with your legs. If you need more fire, create that in your front thigh. Sit a little bit deeper, knee stacked over your ankle. Yeah, maybe you don't need arms today. Maybe you want to drop your arms. Like if your shoulders have ridden up all week, raising your hands is just going to make your shoulders ride up a little higher. Like you can drop your hands down, interlace your hands behind you, create some lightness here. Oh, I see a lot of you guys chose that. Good, I'm glad that you're listening to what you need. So breathe out all of your air. One more breath in. Here's another chance to break the cycle, chaturanga. Yeah, shake it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your left foot forward, warrior one. So Frederick, bring both hips so they're facing the top of your mat. Yes, there we go. And then with your hands either reaching both straight up, hands, in line with your shoulders, or you can interlace your hands behind you, work on getting some length here, dropping your shoulders down from your ears. Good. Yeah, what do you need right now? What do you need in your legs, your arms? What do you need in your head? Everybody breathe out. Fill up your lungs. Break the cycle, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Notice too when you're just going through like the motions of the yoga, like I'm sure you've all had the experience where you're driving on the highway and all of a sudden like 30 minutes later, you're like, oh shit, I passed my exit like 20 minutes ago. Like notice if you do that in your yoga practice, like not even thinking about the chaturangas and just going through the motions. That's okay, just notice. Everybody breathe out. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair. So one breath in, moving breath to movement. Forward fold, exhale. Halfway lift, long spine, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Breathe out as you step forward. Hands go up, inhale, following your own breath. Chaturanga. Doesn't matter if you're a beat off. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot warrior one. Kind of looks like it's gonna rain out here. This is dangerous. Chaturanga. This is the unpredictable weather of the South. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. All right, one breath in. Exhale. Top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Chair pose. Bow forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side warrior one. So many of those chaturangas, I know. Long spine. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. A lot of you guys know that my dad is ill. Downward facing dog. Left foot warrior one. And one of the things, like my mom gives my dad a cue, chaturanga. Every time she has to get him out of his wheelchair, she says, tall husband, upward facing dog, downward facing dog. And like different cues work for different people. So if something doesn't land for you, it's okay. Everybody exhale, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair pose, bow, halfway lift, crow. Oh, yes, I know that was different. I said something different. I caught a lot of you guys. That's okay. Yeah, break the cycle. Notice when you're going into, into autopilot versus being present. It's okay. It happens. Just notice. Yeah, Malasana, yogi squat, whatever's working for you today. Get everybody both feet down on the ground, Malasana squat. Bring your hands to your heart. I'm wearing shorts right now, so I'm not going to angle the camera any lower, just in case. Probably should have chosen something different to wear. That's okay. All right, press your elbows into your knees and then pull your spine forward. So I was thinking about that the other day when I was with my parents. Like, my mom kept saying tall husband. Like, what does that even mean? I don't know. What does it mean to you? Tall spine. Like, how long can you get the crown of your head away from your butt? Right here. Nice. Okay, take one more breath. Straighten your legs forward, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Lift your right leg up. Fire hydrant, flip dog. Yeah, either bend your knee for fire hydrant or all the way over for flip dog. Nice, Frederick, you're doing it. Whatever you chose, just make sure that it's what you actually need today. Side plank. Your right hand or your right forearm is going to be your base. Good. Then every part of your body that's making contact with the ground, actively press down to lift the rest of your body up. Good. Yeah, maybe you take your gaze up. One more breath. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Lift your left leg. Fire hydrant flip dog. I know I combined those are two different yoga poses. That's to give you permission to choose what you want. You lift yourself 1 inch higher. And side plank, left hand, left forearm. You can always drop a knee or stagger your feet too to take a little of the pressure off your hand. Good, lift yourself up. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Step your right foot forward, crescent lunge. All right, so crescent lunge, back heel is lifted. Like your leg is creating one nice long line of energy. Yes, hands to your heart, twist to the right. All right, 3 rounds of breath here. If you want to take this, you want to elevate this or de-escalate it, you can drop your knee to de-escalate. You can elevate it by flying your arms open. You can do an arm balance. You can do none of those things because it's Friday and you made it to your mat, and that's a win in and of itself. Love all the variations. Nice, Connie. Good. Twist out all of your air. Crescent lunge, reach back up. Warrior 2, open up. Reverse your warrior. Keep your front leg low as you reach up and back. Half moon. Bend your top knee. Just try. Grab onto your top foot. Yep, maybe you have to put something underneath your bottom hand. You've already been in this shape before. We did it at the beginning of class. I'll show you what that looks like for those of you guys who are looking around. Just like this, rotating your top shoulder open. It's called Chapasana. You don't have to do it. You don't win an award by doing it. Yes. Okay, one more breath. Forward fold. Chair pose. Hands to your heart, twist to the right. Okay, 3 big breaths. Take what you need. 2 more. Last full inhale. Twist everything empty. Chair pose. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog, left side crescent lunge. Hands to your heart, twist to the left. Good, 3 rounds of breath while my dog goes crazy. Oh. I was telling Jenny this, but I feel like my wine and my beer consumption has kind of skyrocketed during early motherhood. That's probably a terrible thing to say. It makes me sound like an alcoholic. I'm just being honest. All right, twist everything empty. I feel it every time I twist though. Crescent lunge. Hey, I'm just being honest. Warrior 2. I'm not perfect. Reverse your warrior, stay low. Half moon. Thank you. Jenny said, no judgment. And I was discussing that with my husband. So try here, grab for your top foot, like what it is. So I'm not getting blackout every night. I'm having like 3 glasses of wine. But it's a like kind of like a self-care thing. Like it's something that I can do for myself that's not for anybody else, that feels special. Like this showing up on your mat today can be your glass of wine. It can be a way to fill up your cup. One more breath. Forward fold. Chair pose. Hands to your heart, twist to the left. Here we go. It's the last twist. Good. What do you need? Maybe you're twisting out some kombuchas because you're much more yogic than me. Good. Breathe out. Chair pose. Boat pose, down to your butt. All right, I'm going to show you guys a couple different versions of boat. So feet can be floating. You can be grabbing onto the backs of your knees, or you can have your hands down or feet down, whatever works for you and whatever is going to let you keep that nice long spine, that tall husband spine. All right, and then all together. All together, 4. I know I put up 5 fingers, 4 Ujjayi breaths here. You already did 1. 3 more. Yeah, maybe you want to pump your feet. Go for it. What else do you need? Last breath in. Stay for the exhale. Hug your knees to your chest. Good. Give yourself 1 squeeze and then plant your feet and lift up for bridger wheel. These 30-minute classes fly by. All of a sudden, I'm like, oh, crap, I got 5 minutes left. Plant your feet, lift your hips, back bend. Also, please know that if you want to take like any other back bend, you do you. I trust that you know your body better than I know your body. Lower down to your back, lift your feet up towards the ceiling. Come to a Charlie's Angels, little pew-pews. All right, and then lift both shoulders off your mat towards your big toes. And just 10 seconds here, lifting both shoulders up, pulsing up. Yes. Last 3, 2, 1. Pause at the top. So both shoulders are up off your mat and then pulse over towards the side. So it's a little micro movement for 5. Good. To the left for 5. Hands behind your head, yogi bicycles. Last 20 seconds, last active 20 seconds, and we're gonna stretch. Yes, as fast or as slow as you want. My 7:30 a.m. yoga class, I said what I usually say, like, oh, up or down Gibraltar, and then I realized that there's actually no Florida equivalent to Gibraltar. There are no hills here. There are no mountains here. Some people don't realize that this is a very flat state. All right, best 3 seconds. Hug your knees in, squeeze yourself really tight, and then do the exact opposite. Explode open, reach your hands up, stretch your feet long. Yay, you made it. Good. Cross your right ankle over your left knee for reclined figure 4. So keeping your back on your mat, making a 4 with your legs. You can stay right here, that might be enough, or you can take your hands, reach them behind the back of your left thigh, pull your knee in closer towards your chest. Okay, keep your right foot flexed, your toes pulling up towards your knee. And then drop both knees over towards the left. If it feels okay, take your gaze over towards the right. Come back to center, cross your left ankle over your right knee. Supine figure 4. This is a pose that you can do when you're sitting at your desk, you're sitting at your chair. And from literally just the same exact thing, crossing one ankle over your knee, and then from your hips hinging forward. Try it next time you're sitting stagnant for a long time. It'll benefit you in the long run. Drop both knees over. Gaze the opposite direction. Come back to center, grab the bottoms of your feet for happy baby pose. Press your heels up towards the ceiling. Pull your knees in towards your armpits. Yeah, so you can be super passive in this pose and just rock around, or make it more of a hip opener by pulling your feet down. Whatever you need. You crunch yourself up into a little ball. And we'll end class here together. You can either sit up or lay down long. I always suggest that you take at least a 2 to 3 minute Shavasana here. The time is now 3:30. I'm gonna leave you guys. It is with so much gratitude that I bow forward to you and say, namaste. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself today. Happy Friday.
Thanks, Sabrina.
Thank you. It was great seeing all you guys.
Yeah, have a good weekend.
You too.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for all the Atlanta songs. It makes me kind of homesick.
I've been thinking about you. I need to text you.
Bye. Thanks.
Sabrina.